Okay, so this next song is usually a Shannon song. Well, tá sé as béarlach, bín sé as géirga, nar bhín ag chana in Connemara. But we kind of speeded it up a small bit, rather than have the Shannon style. First time I ever heard it was the two sisters up in Galway. Dolores Keane's aunties, actually. It's called Schuler Room.
No, it isn't.
What an introduction.
It's called A Storm McCree.
Storm McCree. Come on, let's go.
A storm McCree, when you're far away from the home you would soon be leaving, and as many as the time by night and by day, that your heart will be surely grieving. The strangest land may be bright and fair, and rich in all treasures golden. You'll find, I know, for the long, long ago, and a heart that is never olden. A storm McCree in the stranger's land. There is plenty of wealth and willing, no gems adorn are great and grand. There are faces with hunger filling. The road may be weary and hard to tread, and the lights of the city's blind you. You'll turn a storm to old air unsure, and the love you have left behind you. A storm McCree in the evening's mist, over mountains and meadows falling. Oh, turn a storm from the throng and list, and maybe you'll hear me calling for the sound of a voice that is surely mine, for somebody speedy returning. I run, won't you come back soon to the one that will always love you? A storm McCree, a storm McCree.
And my mother-in-law isn't here. She's lives in West Clare, and she's from Mullock. And my husband will be so happy I mentioned Mullock. Yeah, but I think she'd kill me if she heard that version. Lovely.
Okay, next song, I always thought it was a Marianne Faithfull song, but it's not. It's actually Waylon Jennings, I heard recently, so just nice soft waltz. When I was a young fella before I met my beautiful bride, I used to slow dance to this.
Hope that I won't be that wrong anymore. I hope that I've learned this time. I hope that I find
another song I wrote, and the last one and this one, it's the first time I've sang them in public, so I'm kind of slightly nervous with them. I don't usually get nervous, but you know yourself, when you write a song and you kind of put it out there, people can say, oh, that's a load of shite. So this particular song, a lot of you would have known my father, McPhelan. You'd have known him cycling around the bike there, and if you're involved in the GA club, he was a big man for the GA. But he passed away in 2016, and he had dementia when he died. So I wrote this song anyway, and if anybody has people in their family with dementia or with Alzheimer's, you kind of, first of all, it's very hard to deal with it, and then you say, well, you know what, you kind of live in their world, go into their world. So, and my dad would say something like, watch yourself there, there's a train coming down there. You know, at first you'd be going, you're fucking mad. But then you kind of say, you know what, there is a train, but look, we'll stand back a small bit. And so you go into his world or her world, and that's basically how you do it. So even though they're still frightened to some extent, the fact that you're living in their world makes it easier. So this is called A World of His Own. As I say, I'd be slightly nervous, don't worry about that. I know all the words. If I forget them, I can always go back and make them up. You won't know the difference. He sits in the big chair in the corner. The nurse turns it to face the TV. And he just stares up at the ceiling. I wonder where his mind might be. And when he sees me, he waves, come on over. It's strange, he still knows who I am. For the rest of his world is uncertain. No one saw this in the plan. It's not easy to accept these changes, to step into a world I don't belong. But the bond between us gets stronger as we spend his last days with laughter and tears and songs. As a child, my dad was my hero. He was so handsome, so tall and so strong. He taught me about honor and courage. He tried to teach me right from wrong. But for years a gap formed between us as I struggled to find my own way. And he just stayed silent in the shadows. I guess he knew I would settle someday. It's not easy to accept these changes, to step into a world I don't belong. But the bond between us gets stronger as we spend his last days with laughter and tears and songs. When our mother passed away, Dad was broken. You could see his eyes fill with pain. It was his grandchildren's love and adventures that brought his smile back again. When dementia came silently calling, and and he stepped into a world of his own. He was surrounded by 3 generations, with love from the seeds he had sown. It's not easy to accept these changes, to step into a world I don't belong. But the bond between us gets stronger as we spend his last days with laughter and tears. We spend his last days with laughter and tears and songs. Very serious here.